And we are rolling.
Hi.
Hello. Hi everyone. My name is Asifa Lahore.
I'm sorry.
Honey, she's always late this one. Hi everyone, my name is Asifa Lahore. I am Britain's first out Muslim drag queen. I want to wish everyone happy Halloween.
Ooh.
Spooky, spooky, spooky.
Where's my treats?
There you go.
That's a trick, not a treat.
There you go.
I know what other trick you could give me.
Yeah.
The old boy still got it.
Way. Waka waka waka.
Waka waka waka.
If you want to see more of these wacky, loony, spooky videos and our drag race reviews, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification somewhere here or there, I don't know. But today we are reviewing episode 5 of Drag Race UK. And we start with the eliminated queen.
Nice for you to introduce me.
Haven't I said it? Who you are?
Yeah.
Okay, this lovely being is my bestie, Sergio.
Honey, you are rolling those. I can't even roll my R's. Sergio. Whatever. That one.
You should be able to. You're Portuguese.
Oh, honey. Not very good with my R's. Do I look that Portuguese?
There you go. So the episode starts with something Wong leaving.
That was really sad. I'd grown really fond of her, but
It was the right time for her.
it was the right time to go. I don't think she was really growing anymore. I think she's kind of... You know when... I think we all experience whenever we're up against something,
Yeah.
if we reach that wall, that's it.
Mm.
And I think she was done.
Yeah. Bless her. I loved her. And now we're left with Crystal wiping away her message.
Yes, and Bagger really summed it up when she was like, you know what, I love her, but she was done.
There you go.
Yeah. You're really embodying the Morticia today.
Well, you know, it's Halloween, so
I like it.
you
But
can be
go
my
ahead.
Gomez.
Oh, mon chéri. Caramia!
On that note, let's just go straight to the mini challenge.
Yeah, let's do it.
The mini challenge was...
I think we just need to, take the elephant and just talk about it. It was an underwhelming episode.
Yes.
I think we're both like, eh. You know, we're over halfway. I expect the ante to just really build, but I was kind of left a bit...
I'll be honest with you, and I agree with you, it was a shit episode.
I didn't feel it.
An absolutely shit episode. I just did not feel it at all. I was like...
You know, I always look forward to the reading challenge. FYI, the main challenge was the reading challenge.
Oh, the reading challenge I thought was the highlight of the whole episode for me.
Yeah, but I don't know. It still left like this. I wasn't fulfilled. You know when you
Yes.
eat a really
Good cake.
good cake, but then you've enjoyed it, but then there's always that little bit that's like, you're like, oh. It didn't fulfill me. I didn't feel satisfied. Yeah, I know. It's just, yeah, so there was something I was like, you know what, I want more. I want to feel those reads. I want to salivate in them, but I didn't feel it.
You didn't feel any of those reads?
Some of them. But it wasn't enough.
Yeah. Do you know what? They didn't feel like reads. They just felt catty.
They went in on each other. Oh my god, when Davina went in on the Vivian, the Queen of the Mers, they just get the fuck out. I love Davina. I think there is
Get the fuck on the ferry.
Yeah, there was just this real sense of... It feels unfinished to me.
Do you know what it was? Also, I think Crystal winning the reading challenge, I was like, huh? She was good, but I didn't think she was that
Blue
good.
Hydrangea was really good.
Yeah, I thought Davina should have got
Davina.
it, personally.
There was a part of me... I think because we've been so spoiled with US seasons that I kind of expected more. And every
Don't
time...
get me wrong, it was acerbic, it was catty, it was shady. It just wasn't amazing.
Yeah, it felt...
And I thought, you know...
It felt unfinished to me.
Yeah, I was surprised that Crystal won it, personally.
But, you know, moving
along, the main challenge is a girl band challenge this week. Because Crystal won the mini challenge, she had the right to choose her own girl band. And she chose to be with Cheryl
and the
Vivian. And she chose them essentially because Vivian is a good singer and Cheryl is a good dancer.
So she felt that she could they would prop her up.
Exactly.
And, fill in for her
lack of dance moves or vocals. Which
is clever, to a respect, if there's more than 3 of you.
Yes.
Because if there's only 3 of you and the 2 others are really
so
talented,
good, yeah.
then your lacking is going to be so glaringly obvious.
Yeah.
And I think that's where she might have gone wrong. The other team
are Bagger, Blue Hydrangea, and Davina. And actually, RuPaul tells them that they have to basically write 2 verses and a rap to an original song, which will be their debut and breakup song and performance.
It was really cute. The song in itself was actually quite cute.
Okay, it was a good song. I like the fact that MNEK was involved.
Queen.
He
looked incredible. I love that blue glitter shadow. I love the nails. I love his hair. He looked beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, jealous.
Stunning.
Just
stunning.
So
He looked beautiful. Loved him. The song's good. And as RuPaul said, download it. I wouldn't download it, but it's a good song.
If I had to download, I would probably download the Venus team.
Yes, definitely the better team. Look, at the end of the day, it's a song I can hear any girl band singing right now.
Yeah, it felt current. It felt real.
It was weird having girls' voices in the bridge and the chorus. For me. Well, because it went from Bagger's voice into some random girl.
I think
who they were all lip syncing to. And I thought that was weird because, okay, in the US season I get it, they don't sing. But you had singers in both groups that could have just overdubbed those vocals.
But it was also about just, minimizing. This is just a challenge. This isn't, this isn't like Kitty Girl and even, things like Kitty Girl and all that. The chorus are already all laid. Usually
I get that, but that's RuPaul, so it makes sense because the
I think you're nitpicking.
It just sounded weird to me. Like, to my ears, it just sounded weird that
but you are musical in that respect. I think, if anything, and I don't mean this at all in a shady way, I thought the girl singing was the best bit. Well, the chorus was the best bit. Especially in the Vivian's team.
Well, hence why I was surprised. Definitely the bridge and the chorus was stunning. Hence why I was surprised that they didn't let the girls sing it.
Yeah.
I didn't quite know what to say. I was underwhelmed with the Vivian's team.
She looked amazing. She was polished, but there were points when she wasn't keeping up with the words. She didn't feel in control. She didn't look in control either.
Yeah.
And she is an obvious leader, and I think the moment that she showed an element of weakness,
they all kind of dropped.
I think Cheryl was living in her own world, which is Cheryl world.
And she death dropped at the end, which was interesting.
But I think Crystal, because this wasn't her area of expertise, she was looking for guidance.
Yes.
And the Vivian not being strong kind of
threw
it kind of hindered them as a team.
Yeah.
And it kind of made the other team shine more.
Yes.
And if anything, I was really proud of Blue because, she's not a singer, she's not a dancer, but she really held her own. And it's not like she was singing, she was half singing, half rapping. She was half rapping, half speaking, but it just went with the melody and the rhythm of the song. It just worked really well, I thought. There was musicality between them.
Yes. As the queens are getting ready for the runway, I have to say I love the conversation about Section 28.
Yes. So, Section 28 is something that's quite personal to the both of us because we experience. Well, we
We're
met
of a
each other
similar age to
to
Davina.
Davina.
And obviously, like, we lived through and were at school during Section 28.
We met through Section 28.
We were heavily bullied.
Heavily bullied, physically, verbally attacked. And it was a really fundamental block in our development.
Yeah, yeah. And a development probably of a lot of queer people.
A lot of queer. I don't think it's
Yeah.
limited to just us.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people felt that. And I think seeing Davina really express how it made her feel and what she experienced, it really resonated
It
with me
really
because
resonated with me
it's something
too.
that we experience.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember walking down a school corridor and it being like the Red Sea, but instead of water, it was just abuse and it was just walls of, you know, chants, a chichi man, puff, batty boy, bumps to the wall, all these things. I laugh at it now, but
And the teachers could not do
they couldn't do
anything. They
anything.
felt that they couldn't do anything to support us.
I just felt so incredibly alone. Like I was that wrong.
It was horrible.
It was horrible, and but to see then, you know, Davina's 35, Blue is 21, and she was like, "What was that? What was Section 28?"
Yeah.
Part of me is thinking, how can you not know such a pivotal part? But in the same way, I'm like, I'm kind of glad that she didn't experience it. She doesn't know what this is. But what I fear is if we forget our history, we are bound to repeat it. Look, you know.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, it's election time in the UK, and this is political, right?
Of course.
You know, potentially we could vote in a hard, far-right government that would take, you know, us back and bring in anti-LGBT laws.
Well,
I mean, when you sent me something earlier today, do you want to tell them?
I can't remember. I sent you many things on today.
So you told me...
The cat video.
No, not the cat video. You sent me a chart that showed, for example, most leave voting areas in the referendum that voted leave. Actually, a lot of those people that voted leave were showing percentages of anti-homophobe.
Homophobic. So it's from the New European. It was an article, and it basically shared. It was a poll, and it wasn't. It was an Omni poll, I think it was, and people on the spectrum were asked, "Do you think that LGBT people should be granted the same rights as everyone else?"
And Remainers were more likely to say yes.
Yes.
Than Leavers.
Yes, by like 20%.
Yeah, which
Which
just
kind of
goes
says
to
a
show.
lot.
Yeah.
And also let's not forget, this isn't a politics video, but today was essentially what would have been Brexit Day.
Yes.
And let's not forget that a lot of our rights as LGBT people are entrenched in the Human Rights Act, the EU Human Rights Act.
Yes.
So we are treading in in dangerous waters.
Yes. And I mean, it's interesting you say that this isn't a politics channel. It's obviously not a politics channel. But with me being Britain's first openly Muslim drag queen and being a drag queen in itself is so political.
Well,
there are elements of politics in our being.
I think as we are so intersectional, and I think our existence as LGBT people is so politicized.
Yeah.
And it's usually more politicized by others than by ourselves.
Yeah.
And it really, that moment really resonated with me because here was Davina really sharing and expressing what she went through. And in that same moment I kept thinking, we cannot forget. It was only 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
We went
Honey,
throughout
it got
secondary school.
repealed in 2003.
Yeah.